fastball, and that's drilled into center field. Granderson's going to watch it sail over his head and get all the way to the wall. Hairston scores. Garrett right behind him. It's a 2-run double, and San Diego has jumped on top 5-4. And Carlin might have another hit. Nope. Quintanilla with a great play. Shuffles it off to Tulowitzki, and it's a dazzling 4-6-3 double play. He threw his bat at this one, lifts it into center shallow. Garrett has to come on hard, dives and makes another outstanding grab in center field. That's going to be on This Week in Baseball, I guarantee you that. Mike Cameron to lead things off in the second. First pitch swinging, hammers this one to the gap in left center field. Venable won't get it. Oh, there's a lot of real estate out there. Cameron, who has good wheels, is on his way to third, and before you know it, he's got a leadoff triple. I would say this ballpark plays pretty well to his game, huh? And there he goes. They pitch out again. Barrett's throw down is in time, and they got him. Just the third base runner in 34 attempts that Michael Barrett has thrown out. And they pitch out on back-to-back pitches, and Granderson is cut down.
Well, from the old Roger Craig school of managing, back-to-back pitch outs.
And Gonzalez hits it deep. Center! And gone! How good is this team playing right now? To third, backhanded by the shortstop. Blum got a hurry, got him! Yes! 479. Trevor Hoffman has become the all-time saves leader in Major League Baseball history, and they're all chasing him. Raise your hand if you thought the 1989 Billings Mustangs shortstop would one day become baseball's all-time closer. Last night, a tired and weary bunch of Padres came to Milwaukee in the wee hours of the morning, and hours later put an end to their 9-game road losing streak. Tonight, that same group with a good night's sleep gets to face the hottest pitcher on the planet, CC Sabathia, looking to improve to 10-0 with the Brew Crew. Milwaukee's finest loving every minute of the playoff push this September. It's the Padres and the Brewers, and it comes your way next. For the moment, the roof is open here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. The rain has moved on to the north, and in moments, it's game 2 of this 4-game series with the National League wildcard leading Milwaukee Brewers. Well, it's good to have you along here on this Friday night. Steve Quis alongside Tony Gwynn and Mark Grant. San Diego winning the opener last night 5-2, and Tony 5 seems to be the magic number here in 2008 for the Friars offense.
Yeah, 46 times this year they've scored 5 runs or more, and in those 46 games they're 31-15. And, you know, we're simplifying it here, but, you know, we kind of talked about this all year long. When the Padres are able to put runs on the board, they are a much better team than their record indicates. Right. And tonight's not going to be an easy task putting 5 runs on the board, but that's offensively right. They got to put, that's what they have to do to put some runs on the board.
Yeah, because for the second time in 3.5 weeks, San Diego is going to face arguably, I think, the best story in baseball this season, Mud, and that would be CC Sabathia.
Seems like if teams get 1 or 2 runners on base, they've got themselves a rally. My goodness gracious. Since July 8th, when CC Sabathia made his first start for the Milwaukee Brewers, 9 wins. He is undefeated. What makes CC so effective? Well, the 28-year-old has got above average stuff. All of his pitches working for him. You know, the guy only needs 1 or 2 runs to be successful. Cy Young a candidate? Oh, you bet. If he keeps going like this, Milwaukee may have a Cy Young Award winner, and he may have back-to-back awards.
Well, as we look at our pitching matchup here for this Friday, game 2 of this 4-game series, getting the privilege of facing a 9-0 CC Sabathia is Padre rookie Josh Geer. Geer making his second ever big league start. Stay with us. Game 2 from Milwaukee is next. We open the 4th with the Aflac trivia question. Who is the only pitcher to throw a no-hitter at Coors Field? Aaron Cook back for his 4th inning of work here in this start. Brian Giles followed by Adrian Gonzalez and Kevin Kuzminoff. Again, Giles and Gonzalez have had the most success in San Diego's lineup against Cook career. And Giles pulls it to first. Atkins is there, and he'll deny Brian Giles' career hit number 1800. That's 7 in a row retired by Aaron Cook.
Well, I have a second. There's a nice gentleman that works here for the Rockies. Been working here for years at Coors Field. His name is Don Held, and he has family back in San Diego. Roseanne Chip, his aunt, and his cousin Steve Chip, who works at St. Augustine High School. He wants to say hello to his family back home in San Diego. They watch every game.
Ahoy to the Chips.
It was good.
That was kind of weak.
That was good, actually.
Adrian Gonzalez is 0 for 1. He's about to be 0 for 2. Retired tonight twice on ground ball outs to second. Time now for our El Cajon Ford Major League Leaders, brought to you by El Cajon Ford. As Tony Gwynn says, nobody beats El Cajon Ford. Well, who induces the most ground ball outs anywhere in Major League Baseball would be Aaron Cook. Not including the 8 today. So now he's at 282.
Unbelievable. Man. If you could teach a sinker like that, I mean, you could teach how to hold it and, you know, move your thumb around on the bottom like a rudder to make the ball do different things in finger pressures. But Brandon Webb, Aaron Cook, Derek Lowe, it's just, they just grip it and throw it. Greg Maddux even, you know.
I'd say he's had probably the most consistent two-seamer ever. Now, the best in baseball, your thoughts? I mean, I know there's so many guys that throw it.
I would say maybe? Brandon Webb has the one that sinks the most in a hard sinker as far as movement is concerned. His comes to mind because we see him so often.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that. He's 16-4 coming into play tonight is Brandon Webb. Three balls and one strike on Kevin Kuzminoff. He doubled to open the second. High chopper to second, going to be a tough play. Barmas backhands and will have no play. Kevin Kuzminoff is aboard with 2 outs here in the 4th inning.
Well, with the sinker, you get a lot of ground balls, right? And with the sinker, you get a little jam shot once in a while, or off the end of the bat, or it's down off the plate, and you get a lot of infield singles as well.
You know, the other thing that comes to mind is that's ruled the 3rd hit of the night for San Diego is you don't see too many of those guys wind up throwing no hitters just because of that. Because the ball seemed to find at least a 5.5 hole.
Yep.
Or something like that happens. That's why a guy like Greg Maddux in a Hall of Fame career does not have a no hitter to his resume.
166 innings going into today's game for Aaron Cook. 177 hits. You know, more hits than innings pitched. Not a lot, but still, you're going to give up your hits.
0-1 on Chase Headley. And Headley hits one to right, and that's going to get to the corner. He's hit safely in every single game on this road trip. Kuzminov being waved home. Brad Hopp has a terrific arm. Here's the relay throw, not in time, and the Friars have tied it up at 1. Run batted in, number 18 of the season for Chase Headley.
I think as soon as this ball was struck, Len Hoffman at third base was saying, you know what, because of the field here, it's 350 down that line. It's a long way to run for Brad Hopp. I'm going to send my runner. They did everything correctly. They hit the cutoff man. It was a great throw. But Kevin Kuzminov was on his horse. A good swing. A great hit by Chase Headley.
Boy, a terrific throw, too, from Barmes. I mean, one hopping it in there. It actually looked like it picked up a little extra oomph on it to get it in there. But as you mentioned, Kuzminov was a step or two ahead.
And with 2 outs, he's running on the crack of the bat, so that helps also.
Another good point. And here's Nick Hundley. Nick Hundley figures to be San Diego's everyday regular catcher for the next couple of weeks because Josh Bard has been placed on the disabled list. A hyper-extended right elbow, we are being told. And so Bardo goes back on the DL for the second time this season. Luke Carlin, as that ball goes foul, was just recalled from AAA Portland. And it made it a pretty easy decision for San Diego because the Beavers were right down the road, right down I-25, playing in Colorado Springs. Let's just show you officially now the move that was made today. Bard on the 15-day DL, and Luke Carlin called up for the second time. Boy, both of San Diego's catchers to open the year, Barrett and Bard, have had just a rough go of it. Both of them have been on the disabled list 2 different times this season. And of course, it's provided opportunities, though, for the likes of Hundley and Carlin, as the Friars have used 5 catchers this season.
I mean, what a great opportunity for the 2 young kids. And we talked about it earlier, but it's stepped up the running. It shut down the running game.
Right.
Because both Carlin, Carlin doesn't have great numbers as far as average is concerned, but Carlin and Hundley both have good arms.
Yeah, Bard was examined by the Rockies doctors, and there was just too much discomfort there, and so they decided to err on the side of caution. And down on strikes goes Nick Hundley. However, the Friars get a run on the 2-out double off the bat of Chase Headley. We're even at 1. And then he developed a life-threatening upper respiratory infection. And Bradley has just tied the ball game at 2. Ho-ho-ho! Second deck shot. Oh my goodness, that guy is good. And they throw it back from way up there on the second deck. And we talked about this yesterday. Only a couple of guys have been able to go that far up, Bonds and Howard. And look at Bradley talking to the fans in the diamond seats behind home. And man, he is fired up.
I had to double check those numbers just to, and once again, Jim Leland's the manager. He's got a gut feeling. Some managers go by gut feelings, right? I mean, he wants the righty up there against the lefty, even though the numbers don't show that.
And I think he made the right decision.
That's my point.
And the 2-2 to Tatis is tattooed deep into left field, and he's got his second home run of the night. Chris Snyder sends it deep into left field. His 2 career hits against Jake Peavy have been home runs. We're back even. It's tied at 4.
Had a little bit of rotator cuff tendonitis earlier in the year. Just does not have the electric stuff that he once had.
And that is hit deep into right field. And guess who's not going to be 10-0 at the end of this ball game? They were booing when Gagne took the mound, and they're booing again. A no decision for CC Sabathia.
He's changed speeds. He's mixed in a couple of change-ups, had him out in front.
I mean, that fastball there to start him off for ball 1 was 85.
Kapler hits it deep to left field, and that ball is gone. And so too is the perfect game bid.
Just got on top of a high fastball.
Well, of all the people, Gabe Kapler, it wasn't even in the starting lineup yesterday. Cameron, late scratch. Can't go today, and Kapler ruins the perfect game bid. The 1-1 home, and that is swung on and hit high in the air. Deep right center field, and Barry Bonds has hit home run number 731. Just like that, 2-0 Giants. And that one is hit in the air. Left field. Is it a slam? It is a slam!